Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. WildMax1 here, bringing another Raid Shadow Legends video. Now today's video comes as a request from one of my Discord members to put together the most budget and reliable team that I possibly could for Iron Twins 15. So what we've done is put together a team featuring 3 rares and 2 epics that can reliably clear the dungeon in just about a minute and 20 seconds. Today I'll be going over how the team works, I'll be showing you the run, talking through key moments, talking about the AI presets, and finally talking about different champs you could slot in case you're missing some on this team so that you can start clearing Iron Twins reliably and start picking up those soul essences and awakening your champions. So let's jump right in. Now, before we go diving into the specifics of this team, I will just quickly mention that I'm not going to be going over all the dungeon mechanics in today's video. If you're still getting familiar with Iron Twins or if you need a refresher, I will include my full Iron Twins dungeon guide down in the video description below. Feel free to check that out. So now in terms of how this team works, we have Maneater there that's going to be applying Unkillable 2 turns to the entire team, and we have 3 Painkillers who are going to be lowering the skill cooldowns on everybody in the team, making sure that Maneater's A3 Ancient Blood is going to be up whenever we need it, essentially keeping that Unkillable up indefinitely throughout the fight. For our damage component, we have Geomancer there, is going to be putting HP burn onto the Iron Twins and also going to be reflecting damage whenever the Iron Twins are going to be attacking anybody on our team. So now let's take a look at the actual run. All right, here we go. So the nice thing about this team and the reason that it is so budget friendly is because you really don't have to worry about damage stats on any of the champions. The only thing you need to worry about is making sure that they have the right speed tune relative to each other and the boss. So in this case, you want to make sure Maneater has over 250 speed so that he can land that Unkillable on everybody before the boss gets a chance to go. And then you want to make sure that you have your Painkeepers staggered so they can keep that combat tactics running throughout the fight, lowering the skill cooldowns on your champions. And then the only other thing you need to worry about is that your Geomancer has enough accuracy to be landing that HP burn on the boss. That way the boss is going to be getting that reflect damage onto itself, taking that damage and also taking HP burn damage, and that's going to be basically how you get through this fight. Now, the reason that you don't see a lot of unkillable compositions for Iron Twins generally, even when you're talking about budget compositions, is because when the Iron Twins goes below 40% HP, then the A1 ability will ignore unkillable. So in order to make these runs a little bit more consistent with Maneater, you want to make sure that one of your Painkeepers is actually the one that has the lowest HP. That way they're going to get targeted most of the time by that A1, as we just saw. So even though we lost one of our Painkeepers, we still have Unkillable up, we still have the HP burn up, and the boss is still going to be going down 1 minute and 20 seconds. Nice and easy, very simple. And now we're going to take a look at the presets and see how those look. Now, I know that you see a fully awakened +4 Geomancer and fully awakened +4 Maneater. You do not have to have them awakened or +4 at all. This just happens to be the Geomancer and Maneater that I have on my account. You'll see when we look at the stats and the gear, it's actually much more friendly to build than you think. So for the Maneater, all you want to make sure he's doing is prioritizing his Ancient Blood, and you don't need to worry about that A2. You can just completely shut that off. And as for the speed, again, the boss's speed is at 250, so you just want to make sure that he has that Ancient Blood up whenever the boss is going to be attacking, doing something, and you want to make sure he gets it up right off the bat because we have some very squishy Painkeepers here. So over 250 speed for the Maneater is going to be key. Everything else doesn't matter at all. You can have him with crit damage if you want to. You can have him with accuracy if you want to. None of that really matters. The only thing is that 250 plus speed. For Geomancer, I'm also shutting off his A2. The only thing we care about is that Quicksand Grasp, wanting to make sure that HP burn is up as often as possible so that Stone Guard can start shredding the boss. In terms of other stats necessary, for Iron Twins 15, you need around 375 accuracy to be reliably landing debuffs. Now, I am way over that on this Geomancer, but I have him built for something else in the game. So in this case, you can go all the way down to 375 and still have him be very effective for this specific composition. Speed, anywhere from 200, 220 is all good to go. In terms of the Painkeepers, I have one sitting around 205 speed, another one right around 20 speed higher than that one, and then the last one about 20 speed higher than the second. None of the other stats on them matter at all. As you can see, we have a wide range of what's going on here in terms of crit damage, crit rate. Now, if you want to, you can run them with 100% crit rate and some crit damage, but overall, really does not matter. All of that damage is going to be coming in from your DPS position, which in this case is that Geomancer. But if you don't happen to have a Geomancer, the really nice thing about this team is that it is modular. As long as you have the core setup of the 3 Painkeepers and your unkillable or block damage champion in the Maneater, then you are good to go to slot in whoever you want in Geomancer's position. You can even do this with Coldheart, and we're going to take a look at how that run looks right now. So here we go with the Coldheart run, just to show you an example that DPS position really is floating. You can pretty much slot in whoever you want in there, whoever's your best damage dealer against high HP boss targets. If you have another HP burner, if you've got somebody that deals max HP damage, those are going to be preferable because it's going to help you get through it faster. But this absolutely works just fine. And if you want to make this run even more consistent, in that case, I would recommend switching out Maneater for somebody that's going to be putting up a 2-turn block damage instead of 2-turn unkillable. So if you happen to have somebody like a Rosh card or a Helicath, any of those are going to be really good options to run instead, because then you're going to not have to worry about that A1 below 40% from the boss at all, and everybody's just going to stay alive, and you're going to get through it with pretty much 100% consistency. But as you can see here, absolutely no problem doing this with Coldheart. She's getting through it pretty quickly right there. A little bit slower than the Geomancer just because she's not really built that well, so she's not taking full advantage of the max HP hits. But now let's go dive straight into all my champ builds. So now kicking off our builds in today's video, we are starting off with Maneater, who is giving us that crucial 2-turn unkillable buff that was making the entire team possible in Iron Twins with the budget setup that we have. So if you don't happen to have Maneater for that 2-turn unkillable, you can use any other 2-turn unkillable champion. Maybe you have a Sir Nick, or even better, if you can transition to having 2-turn block damage, that's going to make your team even more consistent, as already mentioned. Now, I'm not running him with any gloves here just because I was really trying to lower his stats to show that you can make him pretty budget and still clear Iron Twins 15. The only thing, as mentioned previously, that is important is that he has over 250 speed, so he gets that unkillable up before the boss can start doing damage. If you want to speed up your run even more, though, you can obviously run him with 100% crit rate and some crit damage. I am not running any relic on him. He is fully booked. That is especially important for the Ancient Blood. And then for my masteries, I am running in with War Master, which is going to give me another max HP hit. Once again, just speeding up the run a little bit. Next up, we have one of the 2 DPS champions that we used for today's video, Geomancer. Gear really does not matter. Once again, the only thing that's important is to have him right around 200, maybe 220 speed-ish, and then 375 accuracy. The rest really is unimportant on your Geomancer for Iron Twins 15. I even ran him without boots just to get his speed down lower to show that it can be done with lower speeds. Mine is running with a golden elixir for other content. He is fully skilled out. And then for his masteries, I'm running the following. If you want a Geomancer guide, I do have one on my channel. Encourage you to check that out if you want to see it. For the second damage dealer that we showcased in today's video, I was running Coldheart. Coldheart is in gear that's just a smattering from a long time ago. I have not updated her gear in a very long time. She could definitely probably use some love here. She's got 3.2k attack, 228 speed, 100% crit rate, 224% crit damage. If we get some of these numbers up, that run could have possibly gone even faster. No relic on her. She is fully skilled out and booked out. And then here are her masteries. If you want to see a Coldheart guide on my channel, let me know down in the comments below. And finally, for the last champ showcased in today's video, we're talking about Painkeeper, our skill cooldown reducer. So again, just a random mix of gear. I even took off a couple of pieces once again to lower the stat requirement. In this case, this was my slowest one at 205 speed. Next one up was right around 225. Next one up was right around 240, 245. So no relic equipped, fully skilled out. Again, that is important for all the combat tactics. And then no masteries on any of my Painkeepers. If you'd like to see a Painkeeper guide, once again, let me know down in the comments below. And there you have it, everybody. As requested, the rare and epic only, budget, reliable Iron Twins 15 team. If you like today's video, please consider liking and subscribing for more content like this in the future. Let me know down in the comments below if there's any other guides or showcases that you'd be interested in on my channel. Thank you for watching today's video. Thank you for your time. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.